Hey guys, it's been a little while since I've been on here, so I want to jump on here and do a recording. So I really am excited about this. I started into a new source of income on top of my already direct sales coaching. Multi-billion dollar business on that portion. I also invested into a passive income educational program in digital marketing. So I'm excited. Network marketing, digital marketing. I'm stoked. So I just want to hop on here in the sense of, a lot of people question, working online and doing all this stuff online and what that entails and all of that. And I was definitely misguided in the beginning of when I first hopped into this online space back in July. And I really just feel that God is really speaking to me recent with my new mentorship, some just new doors that are opening and new people that are coming into my life through my business and things like that, and just really helping me to better open up my eyes to see what I need to see, and have a clear headspace in that as well. So I am beyond stoked about that. I am adjusting my mic. Sorry about that. I am really just wanting to get on here and talk heavily on faith, because I definitely know that I've been feeling a lot of, you know, change in my confidence and stuff like that. But one thing I really wanted to touch on today is faith fueled confidence, showing up online without shame or fear. Because I feel that is a lot of people nowadays are very fearful of what being online and working looks like, because, you know, we're told that everything's a scam. And people continuously just assume that everything that is done online is a scam. And I am here to tell you that it's not. I'm here to tell you that there is so much amazing growth and inspiration and wealth in working online and doing either direct sales or network marketing. I definitely have had my mind in certain places because the enemy, that's what he does. He's out to steal, kill, and destroy all the time. But I definitely know what God has placed in my heart and the abilities that I do have that I've been presenting and working on and constantly striving to do better at. I definitely am so excited that he is moving where he's moving, and my confidence of what I just came across with this educational program in network marketing that ties into my direct sales business as well. So, there's so much growth in this space that I am constantly been in shock the last few weeks with myself and just where everything's going in my business and just the stuff that God's instilling on my heart. And the corrections that I need to make constantly for myself to be better. That's the one thing about this is it's nobody's perfect. Nobody just jumps into, direct sales or on network marketing and just is like, yep, I'm everything and here we go. Because that's not it at all. So we really need to be mindful of that when we step into working in an online space, that we have to be open. We have to be open to receive whatever God is wanting to work in us and in ourselves, and not try to be controlling of that situation, because we do want to walk in, confidence in this online space, because we are set apart. A lot of us that work in network marketing are set apart, because God has chosen us for something greater than ourselves. And that's where we need to constantly be showing up without any shame or fear, because the enemy wants us to be in constant confusion or fear or doubt or, imposter syndrome, things like that. He wants us to be like that and keep us in a lower state into our flesh where we can't discern what God is trying to do. And that's where we need to, like my mentor said earlier on one of his lives, that we need to stay in higher levels and higher realms alongside God and Jesus, and know that we are in a court system within the spiritual realm. And it just like really opened my eyes to see what I've dealt with in the last, 9 months to where I'm heading, and the patterns that I don't want to keep repeating, and the growth that I want to have for myself and my business and my business partner and my family and just all of it. And, also remembering that, our voices matter. Our voices matter when we're trying to help present an opportunity to people to help them get out of their situation, or to be better in their situation, or to have the better education in their situation so they can be the best version of themselves. Um, Sorry, Miss Popular over here. So it's just one of those that we have to constantly be seeking to grow within ourselves, within our business, within our relationships, and just within ourselves. And that is one thing that I'm so blessed to have as a part of my current business plan and whatnot. So, but there was, there was a part of me that was just like, this is really tugging at my heart. And it's like, I have to speak out on this because it's something that I've suffered with for a long time. And I know that I have a few other community members in this online space that suffer from the same stuff. And it's just, that's when we need to band together and, pray for one another, be supportive of one another, and realize that not everybody is selfishly out to think about themselves. And, that there are ones of us out there that do just want to help people, and that we're not trying to be a certain way in this online space of, getting sales and whatever that may look like, because at the end of the day, like, yes, this is our business, but at the same time, like, we want to help set people free of their minds and their fears and their insecurities, and living in that mentality of, day to day head down robotic type mentality of, that's not life, that's not living. And I don't know about you, but I want to have the best life for my kids. I want to have the best life for myself and my fiance Steven. Like, we want that so bad for all of us, and I will stop at nothing to make sure that happens for myself and others, because that is freedom. That is complete freedom under God in this space. So, um, just think about it. Think about where your plan of your future is going, where God is calling you in yourself to, stay working in your corporate 9 to 5 till you're 65, to not have had moments in your life with your kids or friends or your spouse or, your parents or whatever that may look like. You know, the time to hop into an online business of some kind is now. Um, Absolutely is now. I mean, figures upon figures all of us are making, and it's like, wow, this is cool, and just when you have a humble heart and you have humility and, gratitude for the things in your life, and you have a servant's heart to present this opportunity to other people to help them also, that is when you'll be successful. Realizing that it's not about the sale, it's not about, this, that, or the other, and the selfishness of the ways of the world and your flesh, but it's, you know, walking in obedience to God and his will and the kingdom, and, doing good for others, and not yourself, and wanting good for others, So, yeah, I really just wanted to touch on this because it was heavy to my heart. And, I just really hope that it resonates with somebody today and helps them maybe see things of their life and opportunities that are presented in their life in a different light. That we live in a time where, it's okay to have multiple streams of income. I mean, people are doing it and all over the place, writing books and, having this there and da 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 da, creating digital programs. I mean, the list is endless. So like I said, the time is now to get on board with this and just really step into that calling of your life, and present the opportunity to others and help others. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. So, anyways, guys, much love. God bless. And I'm here. I'm open to conversation. I just want to help you have freedom and find within yourself where you need to be for your future self. And I'm here to help get you there. So, anyways, guys, take care. God bless.